One thing I just say about Pioneer is that this refusal of the stakeholders to make themselves known, or the people at the helm of authority making themselves known to the people, is one of these issues that is happening presently. According to Pastor Donald Obasokore, he just made mention of if the chairman of the stakeholders will come and address the people. This simply means that they have the chairman of the stakeholders, and if they have the chairman, they're supposed to have secretary also. What stops them from coming to address their own subscribers? Is it just by collecting money that is their concern? After all, most of all this money that these people, their food soldiers are collecting, is being sent to them for logistics and co. Why is it that they cannot come out once to address their own people? This is just the issue. This is the reason why it seems as if when the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation made mention of something, it contradicts what they are talking about. And it's as if they are always, relating the Pioneer with the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, and which is not. They have their own body. It's a different body on their own. But what stops the stakeholders, according to Pastor Donald Obasokore, he said they have stakeholders chairman. What stops him from coming out to address the people? This is the issue. Please, I want you to pay attention to Pastor Donald Obasokore as he clarifies some issues and make the issue of Pioneer more clearer. Meanwhile, this is Vera HQ. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, click on the notification bell so that anytime I drop update, you will be notified. Subscription is free of charge. We will be right back with lots of information.
Good morning, honorable ladies and gentlemen of the Truth Legacy platform, and to the entire Grand community. My name is Pastor Donald Obasokore, the DIG, the Truth Legacy platforms. This is approximately 25 minutes to 7 a.m. today, being 2nd of November, Sunday, 2025. I wouldn't have made any voice note to clarify on the voice note of the country director, who is also known as Apostle Professor Ken Wakama, the country director of Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation. There is one thing that is a very big problem in the Nigerian grant community. There are times I ask a question: the people in the grant community, are they children or are they adults? Because it baffles me when an adult that has been fed with information, we begin to ask questions like a kid. We begin to react like a kid. From onset, that community development project flagged off at for the public. 2024 was not when community development project started. There is something I was able to communicate when I discovered about this. I said to us that Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation is a project of its own, it's a grant of its own under Apostle Professor Ken Wakama. It's a project of its own. The only thing there is Sanctuary Wealth came up with the platform operational name UAAG and was pushing. Why the delivery was on course, that is in progress, something happened. It wasn't the time that community development project came on board, no. It's only that along the line, this thing became a public matter. The opportunity was given out to the public. That is the truth. And the reason that thing happened is the act of God. The reason it happened. The reason behind it is something I'm not going to talk about now. Until the chairman of the stakeholders, if he wants to talk about it, good. If he doesn't want to talk about it, what matters most is disbursement. That is what matters most. The voice note of Apostle Professor Ken Wakama doesn't in any way contradict anything. He never contradicted himself in his speech. He never did. He never also contradicted any other thing. For instance, I want you people to understand very well. In this disbursement that is going to happen, sanctuary wealth is there under grant handlers. That is the first one that is going to be fronted. I mean, under grant handlers. Theobat is there. Saint Rita is there. And all stops like that the federal government, IMF with the stakeholders agreed that these people shall be incorporated into the system. At the end of it all of you will still see it happen. Because I personally have come to realize that there are very few number of adults in the whole of the Greek community. And I'm not insulting people, no. But I am trying to be very factual. If information is being released to you and you cannot marry the information when matters demand that you should be able to sieve information, and you still act like a child or like a baby, then there is a problem. In the Holy Bible, we have different categories of children. And their attitude is never the same. Those ones that are regarded as technos they have a way of life that is different. Their maturity is not something like the Huios. Then the worst category of them are the ones called the Nepios. These ones are the ones that, just like you see a kid, 6 months old child, 1 year old child, who cannot express himself or herself with a good understanding of language or communication. Anytime that person wants to communicate, the person makes a sound that is too difficult to understand. And there are too many Nepios in the grand community. And this is why the issue that has to do with scam is on its high level. If you are in a system over and over, you cannot understand what you are doing there. Why are you there? We have taken time to explain all these things. This man has to come out and clear himself, because there is a reason why he said what he said. I know how many people ranging in hundreds that have been asking about subscription of UAG, but I told them I don't know anything of that nature. There is nothing of that nature. Okay, what if there are people who are doing that intentionally in order to indict him? They call it the UAG pioneer. Where do you hear such a thing? Who told you such a thing? Or sanctuary wealth pioneer? Who told you such a thing? So when this man came out to use his own mouth to clear the air, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He is not in any way, because when you begin to talk about the authority controlling the whole grant, it's only one authority. And if you are not careful in anything you are doing, you will contradict yourself and shoot yourself on the leg. That is why when there is need for communication to happen, then someone's supposed to do it to vindicate himself against any kind of now or past or future indictment. We should be working with wisdom. I don't see anything wrong in what he did. He said, I don't know anything about Pioneer. I am not involved in it. He said it, he didn't discredit it. in terms of saying such a thing, I don't know where it is. For this reason, it is fake. We should understand communications, and it will help us. Let everyone be relaxed. When you will become agitated, is when disbursement happens as proposed, as scheduled, and then there is nothing like community development project, which is pioneer, and all those slots being paid. You have a grant to become agitated and begin to put up costs here and there, as many of you are fond of. I pray that at the end of this disbursement, some of you will be able to really handle matters perfectly, because what I am seeing in Grand Community, it is heartbreaking. This is the only environment I have seen that has no leadership structure, that people do not see a leadership structure where they should be able to follow. You carry sanctuary wet matter to Centrita, you carry Centrita to what do you call it, to Theobat, you carry Theobat to Supreme Woman. Who does such a thing? You carry community development project and scatter everything, join all of them together. If you have BP and died, your ancestors are very much available to welcome you back, whether in hellfire or in heaven. So it is better for everyone to be relaxed and be focused. The message Apostle Professor Ken Wakama passed across is a diligent message, intelligent message, well-coordinated message. And if you don't understand it, you keep quiet. It's not everything that somebody will come out and be talking about. Everything is not meant for argument or opinion sampling. No. There are things that are higher than your understanding. When you see it, you keep quiet. And then highest, look for somebody that has a better knowledge of what is going on and ask what is going on in this matter. And as far as Grand Community is concerned, I am one of the people that are taking time to do thorough explanation of these things, so that you will be able to know what is going on and where you belong. God bless us. Today is 2nd of November 2025, and nothing has changed. And we believe God, nothing is going to change. I am also using this time to remind us that the Truth Legacy Platform prayer, today being 2nd November 2025, shall be by 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. The public relations manager of the platform and other management members have already been very active in communicating. Expect the turnaround. Everything has its beginning and everything has its end. And we have come to the end of it all, which is the end of celebration. I mean, the end that brings celebration, the end that wipes away tears, the end that makes the long waiting to be remembered with joyfulness, not with sorrow. You will not be in sorrow. I will not be in sorrow. Those thinking that it is going to end in shame, shame will crown them. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. God bless us all. Continue moving forward. Those of you that are Christians, go to church, celebrate the Lord, and make sure nothing contradicts your conviction. I remain Pastor Donald Obasokole, the DG, the Truth Legacy Platforms, saying, have a very wonderful day.